Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Learn How to Sudoku, where we take a very easy variant Sudoku puzzle and we break it down in detail so that you can learn how to Sudoku. Today's very easy puzzle is called Cornered by Liam here. And here are the rules. We have normal 9 by 9 Sudoku rules apply, which means fill the grid with digits such that each row, column, and 3 by 3 box contains the digits 1 through 9 exactly once. We have hidden cages, where the solver must locate 10 5-cell cages in the grid, and the digits within a cage must not repeat. The sum of the digits in each cage must be the same, which is to be determined by the solver. And cages do not overlap and must not share an edge, but may touch corners. So in this puzzle, there is going to be some 5-cell cages throughout the grid. They all must sum to the same sum. Digits can't repeat within the cage, and they cannot share an edge with each other. So we could not have something like, say, this. This is not allowed because this is one 5-cell cage here, and this would be sharing an edge with it. So you could do something along the lines of like this. This works because you could share, they may touch corners, right? These cages. But again, and the cages also do not overlap. So you could not have something like, say, this be part of a cage, this be a cage, because we already have a cage here. And again, they sum to the same sum, and there's no repeats within digits or within the cage. So keep that in mind for the hidden cages. And there's 10 of them, and they're 5 cells each. We also have quads, where every corner where 2 cages touch is marked with a quad. So that means this quad marks that 2 cages are touching. We don't know where the cages are. It's either this and this is this is one cage and this is one cage, or this is one cage and this is a cage. So every place where there is a quad, that is where 2 cages touch in a corner. And the 2 digits in the quad must appear in the surrounding 4 cells and must be inside a cage. Interesting. So that means this quad has 2 requirements. The 4 and the 5 have to be surrounding this quad, and they both have to be in cages. So that's interesting. Anyways, those are all the rules. If you like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's learn how to Sudoku. Okay. That is interesting. Another interesting thing is we have 3 6s here. So one of these is going to be 6 and 6, and then 6 and 6 here. And that 6 has to be with the 8 on the other side, right? So we don't know how these... So my issue right now is I'm not sure how these situations work. The one that must be shared. So anytime you have 2 of these quads together, the one that has to be shared is the digit that's the same between the quads, right? So we know there's a 5 here, because this has to have a 5 in one of the 2 cages surrounding it. This has to be 4 because it's shared by this quad and this quad, and therefore we have a 3 there. So anytime you have shared quads, we know exactly what digit is shared. It has to be 1 here, and this is 4. And you'll always have a diagonal because none of these, again, each of these digits is within a cage. And since they are within a cage and cages can't touch, and this is the meeting point of cages, that means you have to have a cage going like in one direction here, and then the other one going like one of them has to be in one corner, the other one has to be in the other corner, right? So you have one cage going here. So it's something like this. You have one cage here and then another cage here. And then these two are empty because you can't share edges and they can't overlap for cages, right? So it's something like this. So this between here and here is 4. Between here and here is 1. So that means, okay, so that helps us a lot. This tells us where this digit has to be because the digit shared between these quads is a 4. Well, that means this must be a 4 here, which means this can't be 4 and 1. This has to be the 1 here. That's opposite, so the 4 is opposite 6, which is opposite 8. So we have these situations for the cages. 1 is opposite 7, which is opposite 3. So between these two is a 2. And between these two is a 6. So 2 has to be one of these. Between these has to be a 6. So that means this cannot be 2 here, which means this is the 2 here. So we have 2 here, that's 4. That means this can't be 4 anymore, which helps us know that that's a 4 there. Therefore, opposite here has to be 5 and a 3. 2 was opposite 6, which is opposite 6, which is opposite 8, which is opposite 4 there. So that helps there. So where are the non-cages? We know these digits cannot be cages because cages can't share edges together. So we'll mark those as non-cages. None of these are cages. That means this has to be 1 and 4 here. And 4 can't be here because of 4 in the row because you have to have cages touching each other. So this must be 1 here, and that's 4 there. 1 eliminates 1 here, and eliminates 1 here, so there must be a 1 surrounding this quad. So this is 1 with 2 being there. Therefore, these cannot be cages here. So this is a guaranteed cage here. So we know this is a cage. Let's mark them all. I guess we can mark them as green, right? This must be a 5-cell cage. So that's done there. I guess we don't really need the boundaries because we just need the colorings, right? So this is a cage. This is a cage. That's 2 cages. This has to be a cage here. And this has to go out somewhere here, so it must extend. So that's 4. 6 is in between these. That means 2 has to be on this side. 2 can't be here because of 2 in the column, so 2 has to be there, which makes that 6. So these are not cage, which means these are cage. Right, so all the digits we have are cages, are in a cage. So then we'll mark those as green. This has to go out, so that has to be a cage here. It cannot connect to here because that would be larger than... well, it would also repeat, so we can't have a cage there. So therefore, and this is not the meeting of a cage, so therefore this can't be cage here, which means this has to be cage here to fulfill the 5. That means this is not cage here. We have a cage here. 5 can't be here because of 5 in the column, so that's 2, which makes this 5. This has to go down here. That meets a cage here. And so this can't be cage, which means cage has to be here, not there. Cage can't be here, cage is there. This has to connect out. So then this is 5 as a cage, which means they can't share an edge, which means this must be cage there. This has to connect to here, so we have cage there. This can't be cage because that's the connection of a cage. So that's 5 there. This must exit out to have 5 digits in the cage. We didn't say that a cage had to be orthogonally connected, but I guess it's sort of assumed, I guess, there. Between these quads is a 2, so this must be 2 here. 2, that makes this 3, and that's 5. We have 6 and 4 here. Okay, this cage has to go out here. And that's 5, so this can't be cage here. Okay. This has to go out that way. We have 1 and 8 here. 1 cannot be here. So 8 has to be one of these two. 8 can't be here because of 8 in the column, so 8 has to be here, which means these are cages and these are not. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we don't know about where this cage is here. Could be both of these, could be just one of these with this cell. And all of these add up to the same sum. Okay. We don't have enough ones. Twos. 2 has to be in one of these two cells here. 2 also can't be here or here, so 2 is one of these two cells there. Where is 5 in this central box? Can't be here, can't be here, can't be here, can't be this 3, so it has to be here. So this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So each of these adds up to 20 as cages, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 and 6 is 8. 3 and 5 is 8. Plus 4 is 20. So therefore, you have to have a 2 there. So there's no 2 there. This adds up to 20, and we do have 2, 6, and 7, which adds up to 15. So this must be 1, 4 as a pair. 4 eliminates 4 here. So this is 1 here, and 4 adding up to 20. 1, 2, and 7, and 4 and 6 add up to 20. Whereas 8 in the central box can't be in this row here, can't be in this row here. These are filled out, so 8 has to be there. Remaining digits of column 4 are 6 and 9. 6 can't be here because of 6 in the box, so that's 9, which makes that 6. So this adds up to 20 also. Minus 2, 4, and 5 is 11, so these two add up to 9. You can't have 2, 7. You can't have 3, 6 because of 2 and 3 in the box, so this must be, and you can't have 4, 5 because of 4, 5 in the row, so this must be 1 and 8 as a pair. We have 1, 2, 6 here. These two then must add up to 20 minus 9, which is 11. We don't have 2, 9 available because of 2 in the box. No 4, 7 available because 4 in the column. No 5, 6 available because 6 in the box, so this is 3, 8 as a pair. This can't be 8 because of the 1, 8 pair in the row, so that's 3, that's 8. That's 3 in the corner. We celebrate because we're close to solving this. These two digits, so we have in this cage 1, 2, and 8. That's 11. 20 minus 11 is 9. So these two digits must add up to 9. We don't have 1, 8 available, or 2, 7, or 4, 5 because of 1 in the box, 2 in the box, and 5 in the row. So this must be 3, 6. 3 can't be here because of 3 in the column, so that's 6 and 3 there. We have 1, 5, and 8 here. That adds up to 14. 20 minus 14 is 6. So that means it can't be 1, 5 here because of 1 and 5 in the box. So it's 2, 4. 4 eliminates 4 being there. So that's 2, which makes that 4. Okay. Remaining digits in row 5 are a 1, 7 pair. Remaining digits in this upper central box are 7, 9 pair. We have to have 6 somewhere in this lower central box. This can't be 6. This can't be 6 because of 6's in the rows, so 6 has to be there. Remaining digits then are a 9 in this lower central box. These digits, so we have 2 digits here adding up to 7. So the remaining 3 must add up to 20 minus 7, which is 13. We do not have 3, 4, 6, or 8 available, though. So 13, it can't contain a 2 either. So if we don't have a 1 here, what's the minimum? It would be 5, 7, 9, which is way too big. So we have to have a 1 here. So we have 3 and 4 with a 1. That adds up to 8. 20 minus 8 is 12. So the remaining 2 digits here add up to 12 without 3 and 4. So no 3, 9, no 4, 8. It must be 5 and 7. So this has to be 1, 5, and 7. 1 can't be here or here because of 1's in the column. So 1 is here, which makes this. So this is 1, and this is a 5, 7 pair. That leaves the remaining digits as in the row as 2 and 9. Okay. We already have 2 digits in this cage adding up to 12, so 9 plus 12 would be 21, which is too big. Therefore, this is 2, that's 9 there. That means these 3 add up to 14, which means the remaining 2 must add up to 6. Well, we don't have 2, 4 available, so it must be 1, 5. So 1 eliminates 1 here, so that's 5 and 1 there. Okay. This is 8, so this has to be 1 here for the quad. Where is 8 in this upper left-hand box? It cannot be here or here because of 8's in the column. Can't be here because of 8 in the row. Can't be here because of the 1, 8 pair in the row. So 8 has to be there. We don't have enough information about 1's. We have 8, 2, so we know where the last 2 is. It's there. 3. We don't really have enough information about. We do. Okay, so column 7, where is the 3? Can't be here because 3 is in the boxes. These are filled out, so 3 has to be there. That means where's 3 in row 7? Can't be here because the 3 is in the boxes, so it has to be there. Where is 3 in row 4? Can't be here because the 3 is in the boxes. Can't be here because 3 in the column, so 3 has to be there. That gives us 8 3's. So we know where the last 3 has to be. It has to be there. 4. We have 8 4's. We know where the last 4 is. It's there. 5's. In column 2, where is the 5? Can't be here because of 5's in the boxes. Can't be here because of 5 in the row, so 5 has to be there. Therefore, this adds up to 10. And the remaining 2 digits must also add up to 10 because 20 minus 10 is 10. And we don't have 1, 9 available. We don't have 4, 6 available. We don't have 2, 8 available. It must be 3 and 7. Therefore, this is part of the cage, and we know 7 has to be. So one of these is 7. We don't know which. So that was 5, I believe, right? Right. So where is 5 in row 3? 5 can't be here because 5 is in the boxes, so 5 is there. Where's 5? This 5 eliminates 5 here, so it's 7 and 5. We have 8 5s, so we know where the last 5 is. It's there. So that's done there. 6's. We don't have enough information to differentiate. So 6's we don't have. 7. The last 7 in row 8 has to be there. We don't really have other information, though. 8's. 8 in 8 in column 8 cannot be here, so it must be here because of 8's in the boxes. 8 eliminates 8 here, so it's 9 and 8. 8 eliminates 8 here, so it's 1 and 8. 1 eliminates 1 here, so it's 7 and 1. 7 eliminates 7 here, so it's 9 and 7. Do we have any more information about 8's? No, because we have all 9 of them. So now 9. 9 in row 9. 7 has to be here, because that's the remaining digit. We don't have other information, though. Oh, we do. In this upper right-hand box, 9 cannot be here because of 9 in the row, so 9 has to be there. That means in column 7, 9 can't be here because of 9 in the box, so the rest are filled, so that means 9 is there. Whereas 9 in row 3 can't be here. They're all filled out, so 9 is there. That gives us 8 and 9, so we know where the last 9 is. It's there. That means, where are the ones? We have we have all the ones filled. We had all the 2's filled. I think we have all the 3's filled. 4's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Yep. 5's are done also. 6's are not. And where is the 6 in row 6? Can't be here because of 6 in the box, so 6 has to be there. That gives us 8 6's, so we know where the last 6 is. It's there. That means the rest are all 7's, and we need the 7 to add up to 20. So therefore, the remaining digits are all 7's, I believe. Yep. And that's the solution. Pretty cool, actually. I liked how the quads fulfilled essentially multiple functions here. And that actually made for some interesting solving here. Is it very easy? If you understand how quads work, it can be. You don't usually see, but the thing is, you don't usually see quads right next to each other in like this sort of situation. So that's actually very interesting. I don't know if I would classify this as very easy, but you should be able to deduce enough information from this. I don't know. Because the thing is, you don't often see these quads, again, very often like right next to each other. So that was pretty unique about that. So even if you've done a decent amount of quads, it wasn't intuitive to come up with this information. I mean, you can deduce all this information, but it's not something that's your intuitively feel if you've done a decent amount of quad puzzles, right? Yeah, but it was interesting. Yeah, as I said, I don't know if I would consider this very easy, though. Maybe it's just because it's unintuitive to me, because you don't see quads put in this situation very often. So that was interesting. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Learn How to Sudoku, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.